Do you find that despite of all the negative traits they possess, dark triads just seem to have a way with the ladies? If so, you're not wrong, and there is a lot of evidence to support this. For those that don't know, the dark triad represents people who have Machiavellian, psychopathic, and narcissistic qualities. So then why would anyone be attracted to someone with such dangerous traits? Is it the mystery? The superficial charm? What is it that makes women fall so easily for dark triads? Well, today you're going to find out as we cover in depth just what makes them so irresistible. And make sure to watch until number 1, because it just might shock you. Number 9. Media convinced you. Some of the traits most commonly found within the dark triad personality type are also the same ones that the media tells you are attractive. Women are told that they should be attracted to people that show them off, that treat them to gifts, and who are passionate about their love for them. While these traits are all fine on their own, they are also materialistic, and so can be done without genuinely caring for the person that you're doing them for. Narcissistic people are able to fake these emotions for the desired effect of being praised, and their partners may not even know that they are feeding into that person's ego. Social media is no better, and online you may even see people praising manipulative and possessive traits, mistaking them for love and care. Media also convinces women that men with dark personalities are attractive from a much younger age than you would expect. Books like Twilight feature elements of the dark triad prominently, telling girls that they should consider possessiveness and outbursts of anger attractive, and not a red flag. As they grow older, these tropes continue to stay in the media for women, and they are told that men who can provide for them are much more important than men that can reach them emotionally. Thankfully, many of these traits are finally leaving pop culture, but they have definitely had a psychological impact on the last few generations. Number 8. There is a sense of danger. Danger is exciting and can be almost like a drug to a lot of people. The psychopathic side of the dark triad draws in thrill seekers, as this trait is often perceived as fearlessness or confidence by others. If your friend thrives in a bar or party environment, they are probably using this air of excitement and even danger to their advantage, telling stories of their exploits and drawing the attention of the girls. What these women may think of as adventurous, however, can often be just dangerous, as people with psychopathic tendencies can often be standoffish and cruel in relationships. They do really well in the early stage of relationships, when it is about getting to know each other and creating shared memories, but don't naturally excel at expressing their emotions, trusting people, or communicating. This leads to issues down the line, as the relationship becomes more about being together rather than doing activities. Number 7. They believe in themselves. A lot of dating gurus will say that women value confidence and can spot it from across the room. Your confidence shows in many ways, including the way you stand or walk, and is all about carrying yourself with belief. The narcissistic and Machiavellian sides of the dark triad in particular excel in this regard, and this confidence can feel infectious in a social environment. While most people may struggle to even go up and talk to a girl, this personality type is able to do that with ease, and even easily spark up a conversation while they're at it. Insecure women will often be the targets of narcissists and Machiavellians, since people with low self-esteem are most impressed by confidence. Narcissists love attention, and they love being praised, and so seeing a woman smitten by what they're saying is an ideal situation for them. Number 6. They seem like they care. One of the reasons why the dark triad can go undetected for so long is that they are really good at pretending. These people don't feel comfortable being themselves, and are usually performing or amplifying their emotions while in public. Well, if you're meeting someone for the first time, you'll have a really hard time picking up on that, and you would just think that this person is really high energy. On top of that, men high in dark triad traits will often mirror the emotions of the person that they are with in order to ensure that they like them. This person will think that they care about their stories and that they share a ton in common, when in reality, they may have very little that they share. Men with dark triad traits only drop this facade when they no longer are interested in the woman, and so it may take a long time for the person to finally realize that the guy they're talking to isn't at all who he is pretending to be. By the way, make sure to subscribe if you've learned something new today. Number 5. They are mysterious. There is something really attractive about mystery, and that goes for everyone, not just women. Mystery leaves you guessing, and you know that the next time you meet there will be more to uncover, so it's obvious that men with dark triad traits would seem rather enticing to most women. This is because they do not want to share the non-glamorous sides of their life, and may even outright lie about them to change the subject. Many people misread these fairly obvious lies as hiding something interesting, but unfortunately, it isn't a very glamorous thing they are choosing to conceal. These men are hiding their true feelings, personalities, and worldviews, And so when the walls begin coming down and these women start to discover who it is that they're dealing with, they are much less impressed than they thought they would be. Once the mystery is gone, often so does the magic of the relationship. Number 4. They may offer a reproductive advantage. Dark Triad traits may also be more enticing from a biological point of view, and this is currently the focus of several psychological studies. The idea here is that people with Dark Triad tendencies seem to live what is often referred to as a fast life, meaning that they seem to take more risks and live life in a much more impulsive way than the typical person. These people seem more attractive sexually, as they seem like they would be more protective and also more willing to have a child sooner. This may make them more sexually appealing to potential partners, and a huge reason why the Dark Triad traits have stayed relevant for so many generations. Number 3. They attract people that fall in love faster. If you're out with friends and it feels like your friend with clear Dark Triad traits is getting all the girls, it may be the result of an interesting phenomenon. Recent studies have suggested that people who fall in love faster fall in love with darker personalities. For example, a person that believes in love at first sight may be taken aback by a person flirting with them from across a club or restaurant, and misinterpret that as being love. Most studies seem to suggest that darker personalities are often interpreted as loving, an interesting trend that is also more common in women than men. Number 2. These people are social climbers. Narcissists, psychopathic people, and Machiavellians are all social climbers, which makes sense since they all value social currency more than the average person. They are attracted to status, particularly things considered luxurious. This is because they most desire things that would make other people jealous and that they can show off. These include items like clothes, jewelry, cars, and job titles. All of these things are signs of wealth, but also signs of stability. These people will use these items to demonstrate their ability to provide for women in an attempt to draw them in. Because these people usually make pretty decent money in their professions, they may also try buying the love of the girls that they see, taking them out on expensive dates, and giving them a lot of gifts. In the early stage of the relationship, this might seem cute and thoughtful, but eventually it becomes clear that these gifts will always remain superficial and that they don't have a lot of thought behind them. Since people with dark personalities don't often get along with similar people, this can often become an issue in a relationship as they are usually unable to grow their feelings further, or at least show those feelings to their partner. Number 1. They are passionate. People with dark personalities are often considered the most passionate as well. They go out on adventures, plan big gestures in their relationship, and thrive in the superficial aspects of relationships. This passion is coveted by many women who feel that men have a hard time expressing themselves and don't realize that these people are no different. Because these people take risks, speak their mind, and act dominantly, people with low self-esteem will think that they are uncaring of the world and in tune with their emotions. But this couldn't be further from the truth. People with dark personalities perform constantly and do everything for the world, even the adventurous things in the first place. They are also able to talk, but struggle to share their feelings or say things that are considered unpopular, so they won't often be truthful within the confines of a relationship. And if you like this video, then check out these related videos to see more. And make sure to like this video to let the algorithm know you'd like to see more videos like these.